As we know, when women get pregnant, they tend to gain some weight. But now there's this new trend of shaming women for being fat when they are pregnant. And one good example of that is actually Kim Kardashian.
Wow, indeed, Jimmy. That does sound just tremendously horrible. What are people doing? Poking pregnant women in the streets as they walk around, calling them fatty? It must be something equally horrible, judging from your tone.
Yeah.
Now, the VMAs just happened, and there were a number of people who made memes about her.
Oh, no. Oh, what? No. Memes? Shared all over the internet? No. Poor Kim Kardashian just keeping her head down and trying to earn an honest living, and all of a sudden people are making nasty memes about her. What is society coming to?
And you might be wondering, okay, well, who cares if some random people on the internet are sharing memes of her?
Yes, exactly. Who could actually possibly care?
People are evil, they're cruel.
Well, maybe not exactly. I mean, not evil.
It's not a big deal. Well, then you have media outlets like BuzzFeed that are making lists of all the memes that people are creating, and they're almost making fun of her and laughing about it.
Okay, BuzzFeed making lists of memes. You know that is literally all they have ever done, right? You're acting like this is the Wall Street Journal printing out dank memes about Kim Kardashian. Get a fucking grip. This is BuzzFeed.
Okay, so let's take a look at one of the memes that someone created. Oh, so funny, she looks like a potato.
Well, that most certainly is a dank meme. Get a sense of humor, Anna.
Some woman on Twitter wrote, Kim Kardashian always looking like a blimp when she's pregnant.
Jesus.
Yeah, I wonder what you're gonna look like when you're pregnant. Do you think you're gonna look like a supermodel? Because you probably won't.
No, she probably won't. However, she's probably not a celebrity whose entire career is founded on her image. Let's get to the heart of this issue. Kim Kardashian is known for being sexually attractive and constantly drawing attention to herself. So, when she is then pregnant and still attempts to present herself in attractive and fashionable clothing, the juxtaposition between that image and the one she normally projects is humorous, and then the further comparison of a normally very attractive woman to unattractive objects such as potatoes is funny because it is a comic exaggeration of what she actually looks like.
Probably.
Oh, you know what? She also limps when she has a broken leg. What the fuck? I mean, that's 2 + 2 = 4. Wow, you're upset that people are human beings?
So, Jimmy, what you are saying here is that she does look like a blimp. If this person says she looks like a blimp when she's pregnant, and then you say 2 + 2 = 4, and she limps when she has a broken leg, that means you are agreeing that what she is saying is very obvious, which means you think she looks like a blimp.
This is misogyny, right? So this is a misogynistic culture. This is women hating.
Yes, there is an element of misogyny in it, but there
definitely
are so many women that are sharing these memes. It's not about men hating on women. It's not about sex. Yes, there's an element of sexism in it.
Yes, to be fair, this is misogyny. This is something which happens exclusively to women. Nobody would ever make fun of a man's appearance because of patriarchy, I suppose.
But my favorite was, why? Why are you so fat? My answer would have been banana cream pie, pepperoni pizza, Italian sub. Why do you think? There's some chance I like to eat.
It's more about the fact that people think it's okay to shame someone like this just because they don't like them.
No one here is shaming her for being pregnant. No one is trying to make her, stop being fat whilst being pregnant. No, people are having fun at the momentary image of a normally thin woman being hugely pregnant. In the same way that when an actor gets a role which causes him to put on a lot of weight or lose a lot of weight, people will make jokes because they look funny compared to how they usually look. People are also making jokes here.
Exactly. Look, I don't like the fat shaming when she isn't pregnant.
Who is fat shaming her when she isn't pregnant? That's the exact point, Anna. She isn't fat when she isn't pregnant. She's very thin and extremely attractive. That is the exact basis of the humor. How is that escaping you?
Again, we make fun of Chris Christie, what have you. That's a different thing than a woman being pregnant and then shaming her for how she looks.
I think the question everybody wants answered here is how. How is that different whatsoever? So you shaming men is fine. Please explain how you making jokes about how fat Chris Christie is, or how horrendous Donald Trump's hair is different to Kim Kardashian being pregnant. Because if that is acceptable, but this isn't, then I hate to break it to you, but that's the exact opposite of misogyny. That is the definition of misandry.
So because I don't watch her show, this is one of the reasons I don't watch the VMAs either. I don't understand why we are so obsessed with watching these performances and all that. But I think one of the reasons that might help to explain why it's not just men, it's women too, is it feels like on social media and all that with the books and everything, the product that she sells is how perfect her life is and how perfect her body is and how beautiful she is. And so I think that a lot of the women who are later are gonna like attack her probably feel like they're being attacked constantly when she posts pictures of look how perfect my boobs are, look how perfect my ass is. And the thing is, do not take this to justify it at all. I'm just trying to understand the psychology of why crazy people target the people they do. Because they're going to do crazy stuff, but they still have to choose a target at some point.
I don't think that's the psychology.
Do you think there's no psychology?
No, I don't think that's it.
Here's an additional thing.
No, here's what it is.
I know they're placing a microscope on her body, but she every day places a microscope on her body and on her life. Like, that's what she sells is, here, take a look at my life. I want you to obsess over my appearance and obsess over my outfits. And so people do that, and a lot of it's positive, but then a lot of it's going to be negative too.
No.
Yes, pretty much, John, you've hit the nail on the head. Now let's just completely ignore what you said.
So your commentary about her appearance while she's pregnant just proves to me how ugly you are as a person. And I would love all these pathetic little bitches who are hiding behind the internet to please reveal themselves and show me how beautiful you think you are, okay? If you think it's acceptable to make fun of people while they're pregnant because you think they look fat, I would love to see a picture of you in your bikini. Please, so whoever that woman was.
So your solution to shaming people is to shame them back for being always ugly, thus proving that it is a legitimate line of attack. That is quite interesting. Here is a solution to prevent this terrible crime from happening to you. Do not make a career based on having a fat behind and a sex tape. And if you think that this is somehow harmful to women generally, let's grant that you are correct. Let's say that bad memes are hurting the wider populace of females. So, what exactly are you going to do about it? It is not society's obligation to make you feel just as attractive when you are pregnant as when you are not. I'm sorry, but there have been exactly 0 women in history who have been able to do that. Stop feeling so entitled to your happy feelings and welcome to the real world.